Good evening, my name's Alex Campbell.
And I'm Mark Palmer.
And you're watching Dissecting the Mandalorian. So Mark, have you seen the Lone Wolf and Cub series?
Nope. I did watch you reference it in your review of the first episode, no?
Yeah, it's like this old 70s Japanese samurai movie where this guy gets exiled and all these people are after him. He has like his 3-year-old son with him, pushing him along in a pram, and the baby like murders people brutally, and it's high gore, and it very much mirrors the Baby Yoda Mandalorian relationship we're seeing now, which is fucking great.
The side does have pretty high gore.
No, unfortunately.
But I mean, it did
that
motherfucker.
Yeah, but I like this relationship. I mean, I just did not see this left turn coming at all. Now all of a sudden, we get this hardened bounty hunter and this little baby Yoda going on adventures.
Yeah, I think it's smarter than it lets on though. Like, obviously it can't speak, but
It's definitely conscious.
It seems like it. Yeah, it knows what's going on somewhat.
Yeah.
Understands situations to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And I reckon it was trying to heal him, eh?
Yes, there's a scene early on where... Watch your chair, it's a bit creaky.
Sorry.
Oh gee. Yeah, there's a scene early on where he goes up to him and he's like obviously trying to heal his wounds, which is weird.
It's obvious to us because we know they're force sensitive.
Yeah, well...
To him, it'd be like, what the fuck is this thing trying to do?
Yeah, well, I like that too, because the audience is super aware, but he thinks it's this little helpless child.
Yeah.
He keeps on pushing him back and he's like, pram thing. Yeah. I love Capture. That's so cute. I love that dynamic, and I didn't expect that at all. I was just expecting this bounty hunter to fuck people up.
Yeah.
Now he's a little baby with
He's
him.
fucking people up while protecting this baby, just pushing it away. And
Yeah, it's great. So, what's Bosk's race?
Trandoshan.
Yeah, so they attack him, and they have one of them bounty hunter tracker things.
So clearly Bosk isn't the only Trandoshan bounty hunter then.
Neither IG-88 is not the only fucking robot bounty hunter, and Boba
I mean,
Fett's
that was
not
a
the
bounty
only
hunting.
Mandalorian.
That was a bounty hunting droid species, not species, series. So
yeah,
there's always going to be more. Like in the old Knights of the Old Republic, the HK series, they were assassin droids. You know, there wasn't just one.
Okay, so they're specifically designed to like go out and get bounties.
The HK series are really cool though because for the first time when you meet them, they convince you they're protocol droids.
Oh,
and then you have no idea
deceptive.
it's actually an assassin droid, and you're like one of the last Jedi around, and it turns out they're hunting Jedi, and it just doesn't want to let you in before it has its chance to strike.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, these Trandoshans have a little tracking thing as well. So I feel like it's not just that client guy who's put the bounty out on this. Like there are several people who want this baby.
Or he's put a bunch of people on the same mission.
Yeah, that's true. We don't know at this point. But either way, this idea that all these people are after Baby Yoda creates this like level of tension and suspense throughout the series. Like he's not going to be able to just go and do his mission. He's going to have to be constantly defending this baby from all these attackers, which is a great plot device.
Which the first thing I thought when the Jawas were taking his shit off his ship was now he's a sitting duck. Like it's got this tracker on it.
Yeah.
And everyone's just going to keep coming. He's going to keep defending it.
Yeah, that was another great moment I didn't see coming. And the fact this episode is like a side quest.
Yeah.
Like all these parts get taken by the Jawas, and then it's about getting the parts back so we can leave the planet. It's not about...
They steal his shit and then make him go and get an egg for nothing. Just so they can fucking have a munch on it. I kind of love that though.
I did like that reveal. In a lot of properties, I think it would be cringy and it wouldn't work. But the way they executed it, it was perfect. Like he's just almost died. He got fucked up. He was so close to dying just for like this delicacy.
Yeah.
And the initial sound.
Completely murdered its mother and shit, and then it's like it spawned and just completely wiped them off the face of the planet.
Yeah, murdered this
just
fucking
for them to have like
big old beast.
bit of yolk.
Yeah, I love the first little sound effect here when the first Jawa like gets a mouthful. It's like cut it in now. It's a little great sound effect.
I did think it was interesting the way Jawas are on this planet because it's clearly it's not Tatooine.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
And they're different, clearly a different like group. Like they're wearing grey robes instead of brown. But I liked how much they seem to look like the ones in episode 4, just in the modern age.
Yeah,
the
like
CGI. They had the lights.
They were practical. Which is, a lot of this is practical. Like all of Disney Star Wars so far, they're definitely honing in on all the practical, real sets, real costumes, the prosthetics rather than CGI monsters. I mean, there are some CGI things within it, which is
nice
fine.
balance.
Yeah, it is.
Well, they're putting CGI with the, like, what prosthetics or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, that's how you utilize CGI. You enhance actual film physical stuff with it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a good way to use it, and everything's looking amazing. The Oddball was really cool.
Oh yeah, McNulty. Yeah.
I love where he's like, "Oh, this is gonna take days to fix." He's like, "Well, if you help me out, it will."
Yeah.
It's like, what? So you're doing it?
Enter in a fucking repair montage. I got a very, as you might know, I'm a massive Indiana Jones fan. I got a very Indiana Jones feeling from this episode. There's a direct scene from like The Last Crusade where Indy's like hanging off a tank and they steer the tank into rocks and he like manages to climb up and saves himself. Just
is that like when they...
Yeah, the sandcrawler.
That was a cool scene too.
Yeah, I'll cut them in side by side now and yeah, you'll see that they're basically the same scene. Also with Indy, he always like put in max effort, but he was always like 10% short, just skill-wise or intellect or power or ability. So it was always like coming up just short, and the Mandalorian was exactly the same as
this whole episode.
The Jawas fuck him up, that rhino beast like almost destroys him if not for Baby Yoda. So yeah, that also was very Indy for me, him just trying his hardest and being like an efficient, effective superhero, but just coming up that 10% short.
Being surrounded, circumstance, so on, like, even though you're this insanely awesome skilled thing, you can still fuck up or get caught off guard or whatever. Or like, as soon as they pull out the guns, he's just like, ha! It's like, yeah, nah, mate. I did love the way he was like,
oh, yeah.
Annihilating these Jawas.
Now I know what no disintegration means.
Yeah.
He has these when I literally just disintegrates people. Like, yeah.
Clothes are still there.
I love the fucking destroying of the Jawas, those disgusting beasts.
It's like a tip to the hat to episode 5. It was great.
Yeah, there's a lot of tip to the hats. Like in the first episode, the Christmas
fan
special
service
references.
without being too much fan service.
Yeah, there's a way to do it and a way not to do it. And well, I think Favreau definitely is a massive, massive Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
So like, he's not just saying, oh, what do they like? They like this object, I'll throw it in. He's like, I like this object, I understand this object, and I'll integrate it in a way which isn't as overt or obvious or cringy. It functions within the narrative rather than like when Finn pulls out the probe droid from episode 5 and episode 7. It's like, looks down the lens of the camera and remembers this. This was from A New Hope when Luke was doing the swishies. So it's just like he has the same gun as Boba Fett from the Christmas special. They don't go,
Besides, most people wouldn't get that anyway.
No, that was super subtle.
I'm just happy that I did. But yeah, I'm keen. I'm curious as to whether or not they're actually going to go into depth about the Mandalorians, or whether they're just going to kind of be like, if you know what Mandalorians are, that's great. If you don't, here's a little bit of backstory, but not that much.
I hope that they'll expand on it and build on it, because it's the first series focusing on it wholeheartedly. But yeah, as I said in the last review, like I haven't watched Clone Wars or Rebels, so
Well, that was actually they originated in the Old Republic.
Yeah, I'm familiar with you talking about.
They were the whole reason that Darth Revan came to power in the first place.
Yeah.
They're basically, so for anyone who doesn't know, the Mandalorians are basically like the Spartans of the Star Wars universe. They're a culture which are completely bred for war, insane skills and abilities, and they just declared war on the Republic just for the sake of conquering planets to test their own abilities. And then the Jedi, I'm not going to go into detail about that, but they managed to beat them down, and then they became bounty hunters and mercenaries after their forces were destroyed.
Yeah, the culture was like crumbled and whatnot.
Originally, there was none left. Jango Fett was the last one.
Yeah, and they retconned that for Clone Wars.
That's changed now, which I guess isn't too bad now we have the Mandalorian series.
Yeah, I mean, this feels completely canon. And it's refreshing too that it's not in between episode 3 and episode 4, that it's set after 5 years after episode 6.
What's refreshing is no lightsabers yet.
Yeah,
I'm totally okay with the Force being in there. Just not lightsabers. Like
I don't think we'll get a lightsaber in this first season, eh? Probably season 2.
Unless, an actual Dark Jedi sign comes looking for Yoda.
Yeah.
Because Mandalorians are
that's true.
very well known for their Jedi killing abilities. So it would be cool to see him face off against one and actually win, unlike Jango Fett, right?
Bam!
I did see a lot of Boba Fett moments, like when he launched his thing at the thing that started running away and he got dragged along. Yeah, it just reminded me of in Attack of the Clones when Jango Fett's getting dragged by that big thing with 3 horns.
Yeah, that's right. That's true too, eh?
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool.
But yeah, so far I'm loving the character. He's like this stoic Clint Eastwood character, which is just like silent, and we don't know much about him. He doesn't say much. We haven't seen him.
He's a hard ass, but you can see he has a soft spot for this little.
Yeah.
Without any facial expression.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I love the baby too. The baby is like 90% of the time, from what I can tell, is a practical puppet, and it looks great.
Yeah, it's adorable. The eyes and shit are obviously CGI, but absolutely.
It's just the way the light bounces off like the latex. It looks like an object that is in the real world.
And the little wandering around chasing after that little reptile thing.
Yeah, the frog thing.
Apparently they're carnivores. I didn't realise that. I guess it makes sense, but...
Yeah, apparently. We've never seen Yoda eat.
There's fuck all about the Yoda species. Like, they don't even have a name. They're the Yoda species.
Yeah, well that's the thing. It's been shrouded in mystery for so long. So he's 50 years old, so... Remember Yaddle from episode 1?
Yeah.
Do you reckon... Well, he's either like a Yoda clone or just a different thing, or Yoda and Yaddle fucked.
I mean, they're a species. I don't think they're the only two, right?
Yeah, that's true. I just wanted that mental image in your mind. My darling, I can't get enough of your love, babe.
I think that they like have a whole lot of Force shit going on in there, eh?
Yeah.
They have to.
It'd be weird. But yeah, so it's...
Oh, that's... Yeah, 50 years, it's possible, because he was still... Yaddle still been alive.
Until, they just...
Maybe could have porked the shit out of it, but...
I never even realised Yaddle was a female until recently, eh? He always looked like a dude. Or she always looked like a dude. It just
looked like a Yoda species. I didn't even know that.
It's got this shitty, like, Elvis hair on.
It's like Chris was asking, if this thing is so, like, sought after, why didn't they just breed an army of them? I think there's, like, a very small amount of them in the galaxy, hey?
Yeah, well, we've only encountered 2 in the live-action things, and I don't feel like a lot have come up in the extended universe. Yeah. And
there's there in the old in Knights of the Republic. There's another one.
Yeah,
that's a game, and I guess it's technically not canon now.
Yeah,
there's one of the Jedi Masters was Yoda species, but he was brown. Okay. He was like his Master Vandar. Yeah, but that was 4,000 years before. So fair enough that he's up there.
Yeah. Also, that doctor scientist guy from the first episode, everyone's talking about. He has a Camino symbol on his arm.
Does he? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, well, I didn't notice it either. Someone on the internet made me aware. So I think they want to get a hold of him and clone him.
Did you not get the thought that was the remnants of the Empire though? Not.
Yeah.
Why would they want to clone?
I don't know. He has like the Camino symbol on his arm.
I get that for sure, but why would he be helping? Because he doesn't want it to die. I don't think he's necessarily.
Werner Herzog was like, you can bring its corpse back. He was like, no.
We want part of the deal,
motherfucker. I guess like the clones did turn into the Empire, so they could have kind of still been a part of the Empire all this time somewhere.
In the extended universe, like in the original, before Disney took over, bloody Palpatine destroyed Camino after the Clone Wars. Like, it was done.
Yeah.
Which I guess hasn't happened, if that's the case. But I mean,
I don't know. It's all a mystery.
Once again, in the EU, like the Yoda species was, I'm not 100% on this, but I remember hearing that they were impervious to the dark side. So if it was the Empire side of things, there would be no point in cloning them because you'd be cloning them against you, basically. If they are impervious to the dark side. Yeah.
Well, they can just retcon anything they want at any moment, pretty much, for the live action
It's
stuff.
probably not even. I heard it somewhere. It may not even be true.
Yeah.
But it sounds about right because Yoda was supposed to be like this deity, embodiment of the light side, and shit like that.
Yeah, it does feel like that. How are you feeling about the 30-minute runtime?
A little disappointed. I was hoping for more like at least 40. I mean, the standard's what, 43?
Yeah, that's like a television program that with ads would go for an hour.
Yeah, so it seems odd. Like, I mean,
it's because it's streaming, so like it's not on TV. It doesn't need ads, so it's just like it's 30 minutes. It's not 42. It's 30. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, I mean it's fair. I mean, I don't feel like I was cheated out of runtime in this episode, for instance. Like
it felt full. It didn't feel rushed. It didn't feel like there was nothing in it. It felt like
they're not rushing to tell a story.
No.
So it's kind of like just
like
in
this
the
episode
moment.
was a side quest.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like for that aspect itself, I guess I'm okay with it as long as the quality stays up.
I hope the finale is like 40, 60.
Well, wasn't the first episode like 40 minutes?
Yeah, the first episode I think was like 38 minutes or something. So each episode could like be whatever it wants to be, really.
Yeah.
But I hope, like for the finale or like a bigger episode, we could get a 40 or a 50-minute episode. Just because I want more.
Season 2 might.
Yeah, I hope season 2 like they're an hour like Game of Thrones and harder. But so far, man, I'm loving it.
Yeah, but for Disney, it's got some darkness to it, which I love. Like
the world.
That thing was cadaverific. That thing was fucking dead. Like it looked fucked.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'm glad I didn't watch this with Jenny. Like, yeah.
I did show Ella, who was my daughter, Baby Yoda. But then she got to the point, like, how long is this going to go for? I'm like, you can swan off if you want.
Yeah.
And she swanned off. But she was captivated by him.
I was considering, because the first I was like, oh, it's Disney, they didn't show that guy getting cut in half, it's just implying. Probably watch this with Jenny. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
Because it's still, you just don't know what's going to happen,
The killing of that mud rhino thing, though, was one of the moments where I was like, what? He killed him like a little tiny knife. Didn't make like
unless he knew their anatomy, that was like some sweet spot. But
they need to set that up then. It's like killing a bear with a spore.
In the eye, it would have made sense. But he didn't. He got it like there.
Yeah, like if it was our side, it'd be like that.
Maybe it had a shock thing to it, but
I don't know.
Shocked the nervous system. I'm just.
That's like the only thing. When I first sat down and watched the first episode, there were all these like nitpicky moments. Like, no. And then I got to the point, I'm like, you know what? 9-year-old Alex would love the shit out of this.
Yeah.
Just sit down and enjoy it. And I'm enjoying it.
I'm genuinely. I cannot believe how happy I am watching something new this Star Wars. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, and it does feel good because I've realised over the last probably couple of weeks, I rewatched all the movies leading up to episode 9, and then this has come out, and I'm actually excited about episode 9 now, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I've just like rekindled the fact of how much I love Star Wars.
But now if it's bad, it's just going to destroy you all over again.
and ultra crushing.
Yeah. The ultimate defeat.
Yeah. No.
It's good.
Episode 8 fell short, but episode 9 is going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, but it's never going to be great.
It's never going to be Empire.
Like, Mandalorian starts completely fresh, but Rise of Skywalker, he has to like just rebuild the whole story whilst trying to complete the story.
Yeah. I'm kind of happy with Mandalorian though, even if episode 9 is mediocre or not so good. It's like, fuck yeah, let's get season 2 of this shit. Let's Kenobi.
Yeah, Kenobi. Let's get into some bloody extra shit, some TV series. Fine, the movie era is done.
I love the formula of television far more than a movie. I mean, spending 10 hours with the character you can tell such a better arc than 2 hours. Not that movies don't work, but we're in the age where we just absorb media. And the television format is what I want to do. I want to sit down and watch like 180 episodes of Next Gen.
Yeah. There's no way Mandalorian's going to go that far.
No. Well, shows don't go for that long anymore.
No.
Stargate had 10 seasons SG-1, and it was like 22 episodes per season.
Yeah.
It was like
these days you're lucky to
episodes.
get 10 episodes a season for anything.
Yeah, I guess. Well, they're like they're not serialized. Like
They're also a lot more expensive too these days.
yeah, that's true.
Like a fuck ton. They used to be so cheap to make.
Dude, you look at Next Gen compared to the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
they had like one set, the Enterprise.
Yeah.
That was it. No effects or nothing.
Just the screen, which
yeah, actors talking.
And then these toys they play with and like the black backdrop
on strings.
Yeah. Or just the slips of paper.
Yeah.
No, see-through shit.
Oh,
Square
yeah,
paper.
yeah.
You can see the square.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to add about The Mandalorian?
No, I just think it's really been really well done so far. And Jon Favreau, honestly, if anyone could pull it off, it's him. And he has so far.
Absolutely.
These are still the episodes he's directed though, and
yeah, I think he's written the first 4 episodes, and then, I don't know, maybe the first 3, and there's 2 he hasn't, and he's written the last 2.
oh yes, the last 2 he's written.
Yeah.
That's good. So we can
And
expect
there's
the finale will be good.
There's a few odd directors in the middle, and then Taika Waititi, who did Thor Ragnarok, is doing the last episode.
Is that the droid?
Yeah.
I honestly don't think he's coming back, eh? I mean, I want him to, but I think he's done. I wouldn't be surprised if there were multiple versions of him though.
I could deal with that. I just like their charisma.
No, it was great, and I was not expecting him to shoot him in the head like that. But whoever hired him wanted it dead. It wasn't like, oh
yeah. No, he told RG-11, you need to kill this fucking baby.
Yeah, and it was just going to.
Do you think the Mandalorian is gonna, right? His armor and his culture and the whole Mandalorian thing is obviously like most of his character that we've seen so far. And his armor has gotten completely fucked up in this episode.
Next episode, he's gonna have all that metal armor.
Yeah.
Like here.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a picture of him with that completely.
Well, yeah.
Unintentionally.
Oh, okay.
It was just there. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's gonna trade the baby in, get the money, get the new armor because his culture and his armor is such a big part of him, and then think, oh no.
And then go back and save the baby.
Yeah. Which is fine.
I mean, depending if there's something negative, I do not get a good vibe from those guys. They got stormtroopers fucking right there.
They're evil, man.
That being said, the stormtroopers are just guys looking for work after the Empire.
They always get brutally murdered by Han Solo.
Yes, they do.
Oh, I got 2 days off after this.
They're not even looking at it.
Han does not bat an eyelid, just murdering people.
Left, right, and center.
How you going, Phil? Yeah, I'm just back from my holidays. You know, the old grind doesn't feel so good. Anyway, man, I'm going to my station. Do.
Oh man, I hate this job. But good thing I'm like 3 days from retirement.
Chewie's just like.
Yeah. No, yeah. I got no more thoughts. Just I really like it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where it goes.
As am I. Alright, thank you for watching. Really love you guys who liked, subscribe, and in the comments tell us what all the facts wrong and our opinions are null and void. Thank you. And the good is